The word spectacle comes from two Latin sources. The verb spectare translates as to view or watch, while the verb specere means to look at. In film studies, the spectacle debate has been intensified by advances in digital special effects technology, which have been used to generate ever more impressive digital spectacles. Andrew Darley defines spectacle in film as the antithesis of narrative. Whenever spectacles are introduced, the narrative's advance is automatically disrupted. He sees spectacle as a kind of sensory overload. To quote him exactly, its goal is to, quote, stimulate the eye and by extension the other senses. He sees enjoying such excess as a self-conscious pleasure derived from looking at self, which is inherently opposed to the passive pleasure of being engrossed in the narrative world. This argument is echoed by Tom Gunning. He sees early cinema as a cinema of attractions. What little narrative there was served as an excuse to demonstrate spectacular camera tricks. These films aimed to bombard audiences with visual stimulation and had almost no emphasis on narrative development. Although spectacle has been repressed by the dominance of narrative, he believes that their disruptive power is an undercurrent in many of today's blockbusters.
However, Eilish Wood offers an alternative. She claims that the idea's spectacle disrupting narrative is debatable. She contends that in certain films, digital spectacles can be used to add an additional dimension to the narrative. She makes a distinction between dynamic and non-dynamic special effects. The dynamic variety pushes the narrative forward in time, while the non-dynamic creates a background space that makes no such contribution. There are a number of diverging perspectives on how spectacles affect spectators. Jeff King identifies a possible schizophrenia in the spectator's response. On one hand, he might be glued to the screen. Digital wizardry draws him into the film world and increases his suspension of disbelief. On the other hand, the passivity of the spectator could be combined with a growing awareness of the spectacle's constructed nature. He's passive and distant at the same time. Were our spectacles so disruptive that you couldn't listen to our narration? What kind of spectator are you?